Welcome to another captivating tale from Black Soap Stories TV. Our story for today is based on a very interesting masterpiece by Emmanuel Chukwudi Ibekwe. The name of the book is The Invincible Hand. Tony grimaced as he struggled to maneuver his Toyota Camry car, drenched in sweat that soaked his face, hands and legs. Despite cranking up the air conditioner, the discomfort only intensified, feeling like hot air blowing in his face. He stumbled out of the car upon reaching home, his strength drained. Attempting to contact his wife, he collapsed, overwhelmed by a sudden onset of vomiting blood and purging. Unable to even call for help, Tony managed to send a message. In the hospital, Tony was swiftly ushered into the emergency ward, accompanied by Barrister Uzo. As Tony's wife rushed into the emergency ward, visibly distressed, Barrister Uzo recounted receiving a chilling message from Tony earlier that day, describing his dire condition. Moments later, a doctor delivered the devastating news of Tony's passing, sending Amaka into a faint, while Barrister Uzo sat in solemn reflection, recalling their previous night together. After Amaka was revived, Barrister Uzo shared the grim autopsy findings. Tony was poisoned between 9 a.m. and 12 noon that morning. Amaka vividly recalled the heated exchange with her sister Chinyere just the night before, where threats were exchanged following an altercation. Convinced of Chinyere's involvement, Amaka promptly shared her suspicions with Barrister Uzo, who told her that the allegations were unfounded. When Barrister Uzo exited the emergency ward, he encountered a commotion in the hospital corridor. Upon inquiry, he learned of a miraculous event. A corpse sent to the mortuary had inexplicably come back to life. Barrister Uzo was astonished when Amaka rushed to him, ecstatically proclaiming her husband's survival. It was later revealed that the confusion stemmed from a miscommunication by the nurse, who mistook the mortician's discovery of life in one man for a discovery of life in one woman. When Amaka returned home, she was greeted by Chinyere in concern. Chinyere expressed her worry at not being able to contact Amaka nor the husband the whole day. Amaka proceeded to the living room, Chinyere trailing behind her. There, Amaka questioned Chinyere about serving breakfast to Tony that morning, to which Chinyere confirmed. Amaka then asked whether Chinyere had entered her room that morning. Chinyere affirmed that she had entered the room to collect a bottle of insecticide, which she used to kill a cockroach in the kitchen, and her decision to discard the rest of the insecticide because of the altercations they had. Chinyere explained that her intent was to leave the house for good, but that she was deterred by the sight of blood on the staircase. Expressing her worry, Amaka's cryptic response was, "Fear is a companion only to the unclear conscience. Check yourself." The answer baffled Chinyere, who requested further explanations, but Amaka retreated to her room, claiming she needed to rest. At 6:20 a.m. the next day, Chinyere was abruptly awakened by a knock on her door. It was Amaka urgently summoning her downstairs. Confused, Chinyere complied and descended to find two policemen awaiting her. "She's the one," declared Amaka, accusing Chinyere of poisoning her husband. Shocked and bewildered, Chinyere vehemently protested her innocence, tears streaming down her face. However, despite her pleas, she was handcuffed and escorted to the police station. The following day at the hospital, Amaka informed Barrister Uzo about Chinyere's arrest. Barrister Uzo advised Amaka against it, suggesting they wait for Tony's input. Amaka then played her recorded conversation with Chinyere, alleging proof of Tony's poisoning. As medical staff attended to Tony, Barrister Uzo went to the police station, learning details from Chinyere. It was Barrister Uzo who told Chinyere about what happened to Tony. Chinyere, distressed, prayed for vindication. After a fortnight in the hospital, Tony's health began to improve. When Amaka turned on Tony's phone, a call promptly came in from Austin, Tony's friend. Reluctant to receive the call, Barrister Uzo accepted the call. Austin's immediate question, "Nwokem, are you still alive?" raised suspicions for Barrister Uzo and Amaka. They quickly updated Austin about Tony's condition and location. Upon Austin's arrival at the hospital, he was shocked to find Tony unconscious. Inquiring about the apprehension of the person who poisoned Tony, Barrister Uzo disclosed that Chinyere was the suspect, currently in police custody. Austin refuted this, revealing that he was with Tony that morning and that they ate the meal served by Chinyere together, after which Tony drove him to the airport. Upon realizing her false accusations against Chinyere, Amaka felt immediate remorse. She understood that her anger had clouded her judgment. Together with Austin, she hurried to the police station to secure Chinyere's release. However, Chinyere remained unmoved by Amaka's plea for forgiveness. Tears streamed down Chinyere's face as they drove away from the police station, a testament to the turmoil she had endured over the past 2 weeks. That evening, Tony regained consciousness. His first sight was Austin, who quickly moved to assist him. With Austin's support, Tony managed to sit up as his strength gradually returned. Recollecting the events leading to his illness, Tony remembered coughing up blood on his staircase at home. He recalled sharing a meal prepared by Chinyere with Austin earlier that day, followed by a visit to Austin's house where he drank palm wine, his favorite beverage. Despite finding the drink's taste unusual, Tony's concerns were dismissed by Austin. Notably, when Tony offered Austin a cup, he declined, citing a lack of desire to drink. Tony's sickness began after dropping off Austin at the airport. Upon regaining consciousness, his first question was about Austin's return, followed by an inquiry about who brought him to the hospital. Barrister Uzo revealed that he was responsible and proceeded to update Tony on recent events. Tony's unexpected request to involve the police puzzled everyone present. Upon their arrival, Tony stunned the group by demanding Austin's arrest. He explained their long-standing friendship and the significant financial assistance he had provided to Austin. Tony recounted the events of the day, emphasizing that the only thing he consumed after the meal he ate that morning was the palm wine offered by Austin, leading him to suspect his friend's involvement. The following day, Barrister Uzor made a visit to the police station, driven by the resolve to see justice served, firmly believing that individuals like Austin deserve permanent incarceration. With the police, Austin was eagerly escorted to his residence for thorough search. Along the way, they encountered Ogadi, a familiar face from a nearby shop, who expressed genuine concern upon seeing Austin. Austin held a fondness for Ogadi, the shop's salesboy. Upon reaching Austin's house, the police discovered the palm wine keg and the stout bottle still sitting on the table where Austin left them. Both items were seized and taken to the hospital for examination. While no poison was found detected in the small stout, a highly toxic substance was found in the palm wine keg. Armed with concrete evidence, Austin was ultimately incarcerated for attempted murder. Austin was brought before the court and sentenced to 3 years imprisonment with hard labor, or alternatively to pay 4 million naira to Tony within 7 days for the ordeal he had caused him. Choosing the fine, Austin's reputation suffered a severe blow, leaving him with no assistance from anyone. Desperate to meet the payment, he sold all the merchandise in his shop but fell short of 200,000 naira, despite raising 3.8 million. To bridge the gap, he planned to auction his car for 150,000 naira to the highest bidder. During a visit to the prison, Ogadi implored Austin not to sell the car and offered him 200,000 naira to cover the remaining amount. Initially hesitant, Austin doubted the source of the money, fearing it might be taken without consent. However, Ogadi assured him it was from his personal savings. With the total sum now complete, 4 million naira was paid to Tony. Peter visited Austin, bringing a brown envelope containing an international passport with an American visa. After discussing the situation, Peter handed the envelope to Austin, requesting a balance payment of 120,000 naira. Austin explained the situation, mentioning an upcoming shipment of goods in 2 months, promising to settle the debt then. At that moment, Godwill, Austin's shop neighbor, arrived to apologize for not visiting earlier, claiming he had been away. Austin accepted the apology and asked Godwill to pay Peter the remaining money on his behalf, assuring him of payment later. Godwill reluctantly agreed outwardly, while inwardly he harbored resentment towards Austin, and vowing not to offer any further financial assistance. Meanwhile, Ogadi arrived with food and fruits for Austin, glaring at Godwill with disdain. Godwill avoided eye contact, unwilling to confront Ogadi's animosity. Peter passed the envelope to Austin so he could inspect its content. To Austin's astonishment, the photograph on the international passport was of Ogadi. He was incredulous. Austin questioned Ogadi about his full name, to which Ogadi provided confirmation that it matched the name on the passport. Further investigation revealed that Austin had acquaintance with Ogadi's mother in Enugu, leading him to marvel at the interconnectedness of the world. When they were young, Austin's and Ogadi's parents were neighbors. Ogadi was just a baby then. Austin's parents, who were civil servants struggling to make ends meet due to delayed salaries, received immense kindness from Ogadi's mother. Ogadi's mother fed them twice daily. Eventually, Austin's family moved away, losing touch with Ogadi's. However, 6 months ago, Austin reunited with Ogadi's mother and, wanting to express gratitude, requested Ogadi's passport photo and credentials. Upon receiving them, Austin forwarded the documents to Peter without checking its content. Staring at the passport in disbelief, Austin marveled at the interconnectedness of the world. After Peter left, Austin instructed Godwill to deliver the remaining money to Ogadi. However, when Ogadi approached Godwill for the balance payment for the international passport and American visa, Godwill refused, even ignoring Austin's summons. This sparked anger in Ogadi, who felt sabotaged. Their confrontation escalated into a physical fight, resulting in Ogadi injuring Godwill with a broken bottle in self-defense. As Godwill's life hung in the balance, his girlfriend arrived and subsequent screams drew the attention of the neighbors, who were about to pounce on Ogadi, until Ogadi's exclamation about Godwill poisoning his brother shifted their focus. Godwill proposed to Ogadi to help him kill Austin. Initially hesitant, Ogadi's resistance waned when Godwill offered him 50,000 naira upfront, followed by a bank transfer of 150,000 naira. Providing Ogadi with a white poisonous substance, Godwill instructed him to use it on Austin. Ogadi's opportunity arose the day before Austin's trip to China, when he asked Ogadi to purchase a keg of palm wine for him. Ogadi seized the chance to pour the substance into the palm wine. However, Austin, unaware of the danger, placed the palm wine in the fridge to chill. Unintentionally foiled by sleep, Austin missed drinking it, leaving it for his friend Tony, who unknowingly consumed the poisonous beverage. Ogadi was apprehended, and once Godwill recovered, he too was taken into custody. They faced trial and were handed sentences of 6 years for Ogadi and 8 years for Godwill. Initially, Godwill refuted Ogadi's claim, but the truth surfaced when evidence from his bank statement revealed the transfer to Ogadi. Ogadi, filled with regret, offered sincere apology to Austin. Tony and Amaka, overwhelmed with remorse for their role in Austin's ordeal, tearfully begged for his forgiveness. If you are not yet a subscriber, please click on the subscribe button, like and share. Thank you.